just sitting here, enjoying my view, like looking at everybody's faces.
Oh, yes.
Like interesting to be. Oh, hey, Frank.
All right. I was gonna say you guys should check Jace's interview I did with her. She just uploaded that yesterday.
No, it's super cringe for me to watch it though. Now you guys can watch it. I'm not watching it, so. I just wanted to say that I really appreciate that you guys are showing up daily in this way. It's been quite interesting to be riding through like 5 days like this. Just like we're shortening, almost like shortening like a 6 weeks, 6 weeks into like 5 days kind of thing. Pretty intense. It's going through the up and downs like that. Maybe any of the mentors want to take the lead and share how was your sit today? Nikki, Tom, Tyson. Or even Frank.
For me, it was, I suppose, a lot of looking at all my problems, but not having a problem with my problems. I feel like the cons, it felt like an ultimate kind of like pep talk. Like I was so I felt really eager to pay homage to my afflictions, befriend my problems in that sense. Ugh. But at some point, I feel like there was this subtle change in my like mental posture that like made the difference in how turbulent it was. Like it's just like getting like swimming in waters of desire, kind of getting tossed in the waves, and then I think eventually I just got tired of suffering. So just like adjusted just a little bit, both internally and externally, and then just pretty smooth from there. But so it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Sorry, I got cut off. But Tyson's interview is gonna go up tomorrow, and then y'all gonna sign up for Tyson's body physical narcotic training.
In Taoism.
Oh yeah,
Taoism.
but I'm sorry, I got cut off, but I was curious on what Jace was saying before my internet went off. You said you felt cringe when you watch your own interview. I want to hear how that goes. You know.
I don't know. It's just,
But
I hate hearing my own voice. I know it sounds good, but I still don't like to hear it. Yeah.
what about watching yourself?
uh, Watching myself is fine, I guess.
Me and the other mentor Tom also made a performance art piece at the beach, just kind of spontaneously. It's pretty much can't show anyone. I showed two people so far. One is Edward, another is Pippa. Like the whole thing.
I can
How?
I can share how my sit was.
Go ahead, Nikki.
Yeah. Basically, I cried the whole time. At what it is to be a part of a group that no longer seeks comfort, but is finding joy in exertion. And when I do my fitness training, unconsciously in my last set, in the last rep, Khan sometimes says that Guru Rinpoche will meet you. But what happens to me that I have visions of everybody in the cohort and what they've had to go through. Get here. And I draw strength from that perseverance or this love of the game, or devotion. So yeah, I'm just really grateful. I don't know if you can even hear me. It's hard for me to speak because I'm just overcome.
I can hear your love, Nikki.
It's like falling in love with a bunch of like badass bitches. Like really amazing.
And your badass crying all the time.
Yeah.
Better than heroin, Nikki.
Much better than heroin.
Yeah, and thank you, Nikki. Like for all the pain that you have to endure to be here too.
I've been wanting to say this since Monday. Oluwanifemi. Is that correct? Oluwanifemi?
Yes.
What?
Well, Nifemi for short. Nifemi.
I'd like to offer my space to you, Olu. How was your sit?
It was pretty good. Yeah, I think it was very deconstructive. I kind of found more and more things that I could just look at and like not really like give meaning to, and then just relax around it. And that was kind of how I was throughout. Yeah.
Thank you. I love it, Sama. Just your blue sky and you. How was your sit, Sama, or your stroll or walk?
Gardening. Samara was gardening during this.
Yeah.
Maybe I can share in a little bit, maybe just like 5 minutes or so. That's okay.
Sure. Just checking because I have a lot of noise in my background. It's like a very loud event, very typical in Asia countries. Not sure if it's you guys are catching it. It's fine. Okay, good. Because my dog is getting really excited about it too. Well, how about the rest? How was the sit? Ryan, go ahead.
It was
Yeah.
It felt like a lot. Like it was quite a lot of and I feel this right now, like there was a lot of resistance around in my heart, and there is now, like and I felt it felt so, it feels so like like agony, but it feels, it just feels like so, like I want to, like someone wants to like push through, and then like um I don't know, it's hard to really describe. Like it's just, it feels really like like intense, and I've felt like frustrated, and like it feels like I want to like feels like that's all I kind of want to go to but get away from at the same time. Like felt like that was where my attention was just going to consistently, but it felt like so destroying. Like I just wanted to, it was like I really wanted to go to it, and I really wanted to, like, it felt like it was like edging like release, and um and it feels like it feels like it wants to, like, it feels like my heart wants to like break. I don't know. Like I don't know, like it felt like a point, like some point, and if and like and I feel like frustrated because it feels like I want to like I want that to feel like it's like, and I want to like, I felt like I want to cry, but then I feel like I get frustrated at points because it's like I feel like it um like I've had trouble like I've had trouble expressing that, like, with people in my life, like I mean with a group of people. Like I feel like uh almost like I kind of want to shut off from it. Like I don't want people to see me like that, and it feels like I'm going to like, feels like I'm going like too close, but yet like I really want to go that close, and it feels like it's yeah.
It sounds like a really paradoxical space. I mean, even as you're saying it, I mean, kind of sensing that push and pull all at once.
Yeah, like so much, and it feels like it wants to like burst. Like I can't really describe it, and like
Yeah.
and it feels hard to like, in a sense, feel like that vulnerable with people, in a sense, because I feel like throughout my life I felt like I've kind of like felt shut down in those resents with like my family and such. Like there's been moments when I've been felt like tears are coming out, and my mum would be like, Ryan, don't cry, and things like that and such, and then like
It's like it goes
like
close and
fear
then
of
you have
it,
to
like
hold
real
back.
fear of that, like throughout my life. And like, because like I remember like when I was in school and such, like I was bullied quite a bit in school, and when I think that a lot of that as well has been from around then as well, in a sense. Like I would like not want to show that vulnerability in front of people, which like, afraid of being hurt. Like, yeah, like feeling like I don't want to get hurt by that. Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder what it feels like to rest in that.
Yeah, it felt really, 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 when I was getting, it felt like getting so close to it, it'd feel like almost like I want to pull away now. Like I want to pull away, but then it'd keep drawing back. And it was like that kind of like, um, like helplessness to it. Like I can't get away from, like I can't, there's no other way. Like there's no other way. And it's like suctioned into it. Like, and I'd draw back and I'd try and clench my, like straighten or something, and in some attempt to kind of go back from it, but then it'd feel like, ugh, I'm going back into it. And then, yeah.
Gotta allow yourself to get fucked, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open up,
That's when there's no
relax.
other way. Yeah. Soften into the no other way. It's a perfect time. Because when there's no other way, there's only one way. Thank you, Ryan. Thanks for allowing yourself to go close to the vulnerability. This is series of, I don't know. Tom, do you know who raised the hand first?
Yeah, Olu was next.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say that I think Samasa just wanted to talk in 5 minutes, so I could wait.
Go ahead, you're here now.
But if not, I'll go. Okay, I'll go. Um, I think something that I'm thinking about a lot is like what it means to live with integrity, and morality. I'm finding as I go deeper into my experience that like the way that I've felt about like what's the right thing to do in a situation is um has been completely wrong, or like the interpretations that I've had of situations has been completely wrong, to the extent that on like a daily basis I'll switch back and forth between um seeing myself as the victim, or seeing other people as, or even myself as the perpetrator. Um and it's strange how coming coming into myself and somehow like being okay with like not knowing the answer, um and then like losing it again.
What do you mean by losing it?
Like not having a narrative about what's happening, about the situation. I guess it's kind of scary because now it's like, okay, like I can't even look back at that situation and like have an answer. Like maybe it just was what it was. And then it kind of makes me kind of confused about about the way that people act in general. Like it doesn't really even make sense, I think. Uh, I guess, and even I don't know, I kind of want to relate it back to what we're doing, but I think even now as I'm relaxing more and more into my awareness, it just feels like there's less and less. So it feels like I'm just gonna keep going and then there'll be like less answers. So I just think, yeah, I just think that's interesting. I don't know if there's anything to say about that.
It can be really disorienting to have those kind of structures, belief and value structures, be like reconstructed. And I think, I guess for me, it's like I tie it back to like resting. Like it's like, can you, like your relationship with the unknown? Like, can you, I think that's like, I guess the benefit of longer training cycles is you get like a lot of cycles, a lot of reps in, like literally like resting and grappling with your relationship with the unknown. So yeah, that's because I can like relate to what you're describing, like that kind of losing the orientation. But yeah, but I would tie it back to like your direct experience of like of learning how to rest with it.
Okay, I don't want to continue asking questions, but yeah, I just think it's interesting how like you can like rest in nothing and then like there's like an answer there. Like it just you kind of just have to like let something else come through you. And I think it's like it's comforting actually. I think it's like okay, maybe it's kind of makes me feel weird because it's like okay, am I just making myself into like a Sims character? Like I'm like just allowing the whatever to like work through me. Um, but I'm happier this way. So yeah.
I think a lot of times what we are not comfortable with resting in is just what we have not allow ourselves to kind of go close enough, which is the point of practice, I guess. It's like, and I mean, even that sense of nothing. I mean, it reminds me of I don't know if you guys watch Avengers. I can't remember which one it is though. Like there was one that is, I think it's Thor, and I think Doctor Strange trapped Loki in like a falling, and then he came out of this hole and he said, "I've been falling for 30 minutes." And I'm like, actually, after I fall for 5 minutes, I'd probably be like just suspended and just be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
just keep falling. You just understand that already. But it's just when we are inching towards something, it feels really uncomfortable. And I always tell people that sometimes when we practice, it's like watching a horror movie, like the kind of stories that play out, the pain that gets rekindled, that gets awakened again. It's like, I mean, I personally don't like to watch horror movies, but if I watch the same horror movie like 30 times, 40 times, it's, you know, That is without avoidance. But each time I was closing my eyes, then, you know, every single time isn't, we never got a chance to kind of be comfortable with what that feels like. So again, it's just, I guess, the sense of expanding range. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Olu. Is it okay? I call for Indira first. Is that how I say your name?
Yeah, you said it right.
Yeah. Yep.
So what's coming up is not trust, some fears of what other people will think. That's coming up right now. And during the meditation, there was memories that came up about a couple days ago with this dog not being able to breathe and witnessing that. So there was some sadness that came up. And there was there kept coming back to that emptiness, like all that silence and this loud sound in the air and the sound of the clock and the breathing of the chest in and out. There was that, and then thoughts arising from 2 days ago and feeling the sadness of that. And yet there was this this groundedness, so different now as opposed to years ago when I would try to meditate, but there was more of like a sense of responsibility that I had something to do with the thoughts, and now that's not here. So it's more, it did feel very grounding to just keep coming back to that space. There's really, and just feeling and sensations were arising. I could also feel my breath getting deeper and deeper. So yeah, what came up was grief that I can feel and see, and uncomfortability with even sharing here, but more of a movement to do it. I can't explain that. But there's an openness to see more and to feel.
How does it feel to be talking about it now?
Feels good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think sometimes certain things takes a long time to work through. And especially in the space of practice of mindfulness, a lot of times how we want to face our difficult emotions, be it like grief or pain, we tend to approach it with the intention of grounding. I think that's what a lot of us would do as well. I think in the first 2 days, that's what would also be instructed, that we come back to the breath, we come back to the body, feel it, we breathe. And that's cool. But it sounds like sometimes when we have experienced it for quite a while, years, then it can be worthwhile to explore what it now means to kind of soften and rest into it. There's a slight difference, I feel. Something for all to consider and to ponder about. Difference between grounding and resting. Yeah. Thank you, Indira.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
might
We have
just
this.
jump in here. Sorry, Frank, go ahead.
I was gonna say, we have this thing where everybody will cry at least once. Almost everybody will cry at least once. Usually, like towards the end of the cohort. So
Just
this is,
once?
One.
I don't know. I said at least once, but like this is already the only the demo, like pre-com, whatever. It's people are already like crying, and it's pretty intense, bro. We need to get Joshua to cry a little. Once Joshua cry, everyone's gonna cry.
I'm
Who
just
should I call
mindful of the
next?
time,
Who's-
guys. We've got some powerful sharing happening here, but I also want people just to be mindful of the time as we're sharing. Samar, are you ready to share?
Yes. Yeah, thank you everybody for being vulnerable and emotional. I think it's really good. And yeah, so I was extremely frustrated during the entire, but basically the entire sit. I was given a task that I wasn't anticipating, and it just causes me to be more distracted. And so I was really attached to just like what I think I'm gonna get out of the sit and how I think it's supposed to be, and also being, like having integrity and being, because I'm supposed to be seated, I'm supposed to be focused on this, and yet I'm not because I have to work. And I know I signed up, and I knew that this would be an issue, and yet, yeah, just the frustration came up. So I sat with it, and I was just feeling the frustration wherever it was in my body or energetically or whatever you could say. And yeah, and like it's still there. But I did, I think, shave off a few layers, I guess. I wouldn't say shave, but I went inside, and yeah, it's just like this feeling of like somebody putting something on me, misunderstanding me. It just felt really like alone in the world, and misunderstood, I think, is really what came up, is just like misunderstood, and just I was just getting so fucking angry about being misunderstood. And yeah, it's just like it just feels so wrong or something. And it's just like, why can't people understand me? Why can't people see me? And then I noticed, like, as I was feeling into the sensation, other thoughts and memories completely unrelated to today or anything would come up. And I didn't even know at the time, but when I was going into it, I realized like, oh, this is related. This is like, the deeper I go into this feeling, other instances are coming up, or other situations. And it's just like, this similar theme of like, like, oh, people ask me that question, they must not understand what I already know. Or like that I already have been doing that, and I've already done it the same way that they asked me to. Or, I already got this, I already know. And it's that this is like it seems like habitual, like kind of state or frame that I have, like that either I already know or I'm deeply confused. And it's just this extreme, I think, I guess, of like being, not knowing anything and then knowing everything. And yeah, and then being misunderstood, not being seen or recognized for that. It's like as if I need other people's validation for that to be true. And yeah, and even now, like I said, I'm still feeling, I'm like, I was also crying too. I was crying in my meditation, and because I just felt so alone and so abandoned. And I'm still feeling this like sludgy feeling in my heart, kind of like moving around. Yeah, it was hard to even listen to people sharing because I was so frustrated and I just didn't relate. I mean, I did and I didn't, but like, you know, people were being really emotional and I was just like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't feel like that. That's really nice for them, but you know, I don't really see it that way, or that doesn't make any sense. That's like, you know, more stories and, you know, meanwhile, I'm living in my own stories and things are real for me. So, yeah, it was just like that. And I don't know. That's all I got. I don't know
Are you
how to
sitting on
end
a
that.
lawnmower? Are you sitting on a
No,
lawnmower?
no, it's a UTV. It's a utility vehicle. Do you want to see where I am? I'm by the ocean. I'm at a really rich high-end resort. I work here and it's really beautiful. There's a lighthouse and the ocean. And
Life
there's
is tough.
seagulls. Life is so hard. Oh my God. What are we gonna do? Life is so hard. Yes.
You sound a little bit like me today. Like I'm actually I'm a pretty whiny person. But I think that was I think Samar, sometimes you should just go like, I'm fucking angry with this stupid shit. That's it. Full stop. Done.
Full stop. Go, Antonino. What you
Oh, no,
got?
Oh, okay, okay, now it's working. Okay, no, I just wanted to say something very short. I think today's meditation for me was very pleasing, and that was mainly thanks to Kant's guidance today. I'm very grateful for it because when he talked about in particular compassion, what compassion is about, that was a very insightful thing for me, because I feel like also when I see somebody in pain and I have to help them, I do this thing that now I reflected, like every time it feels very unnatural, which is to try to match their emotions. So if they're feeling sad, I try to force also myself to feel sad. And I never thought it that way, also because it doesn't feel genuine to me, but it was, the only way I know how to do it. And also, I feel like this month for me has been, I mean, at least in my young adult life, the hardest month. I've had so many hardships, and I did not have, like deep down, and maybe I still don't have a positive attitude about it. So maybe when I do something, studying or learning an instrument, for me, mistakes are very good. I use mistakes to my advantage. But when it comes to things like dealing with people and myself, losing or making mistakes just straight up makes me feel like a loser. And what he said about this and this attitude. So when he was talking about, I face all this hardship, but I'm still standing, quoting John Elton. It's it was really, really, really powerful for me. Like just when he said that, it made me smile. It resonated with me. I'm very grateful for it. My meditation would have been very different without this guidance. Thank you.
Thanks, Antonino. Is it Elton John you mean, or John Elton?
Elton John.
I think I've got my hand up for Anya, or if you're still here, Anya.
Hi, hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. It's my third time sitting with you guys, and I wanted to say that so beautiful, the shares, and I felt yesterday I was just crying all day, so I really resonate with all the heart opening feelings everyone is feeling. And for me, today's sit was very interesting because I was actually maybe like 10 minutes late to it because I had something to write down. I was answering a question about, it was like, what is the exact moment when you feel that you, like in a moment of transformation, what is the exact moment and how you can pinpoint when you go into the spiritual conditioning, when you start to like get away from connecting to yourself. So I wrote down first in my body, I feel when everything is just tensing up, and especially my eyes and my head. And when I'm trying to like really understand and compress rather than just opening the flow and feel, where like all this multidimensional awareness comes. And then when I feel the energy, the impulse to act, but I get distracted with different thoughts that, oh, I need to do this or I need to do that. And where that voice really comes from, whose voice is it? And then when I try to like prove to other people something or to push them to transform instead of focusing on my own transformation, especially after, like I'm guilty, especially after doing Vipassana, trying to, instead of doing my own meditation, to convince everybody that like, you guys should do meditation, like this is going to solve all of your problems. And then this desire to fix the world instead of looking inside and figuring out what is this problem trying to show me right now in this moment. And when I turned to join this meditation, this was basically a continuation when Khan was talking about the real loving kindness, the real compassion when we're actually in the heart, not in the head, trying to figure out and like acting from a program rather than from how it is now, accepting the feelings or just letting everything flow. And I feel in my life, especially recently, it's been a huge shift from just like tensing and trying to figure things out, and then just being here and just feeling how just things flow, just like heart opening. So it was really beautiful to see that today and be in this space with you guys. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, Anya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Claire?
Hi.
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 I don't know how much I can share or will come up, or if I make any sense. But yeah, opening the Zoom, I was overwhelmed with a lot of sadness. And I mean, I'm fine feeling a lot of emotions on my own. But I notice that it's really hard to share it in a group. And I tend to hide. So thank you for the invitation. Because I can see there's a tendency now to say, no, I'm fine. Like to toughen up and contract my system. Yeah, the sit was okay, but I think there was also dissociation happening because I kept like feeling like I was dozing off and then coming back. And I don't remember much, actually. This is something that's been happening a lot now in my life, that I don't remember much. And in a way, it's very helpful, because I know in the past I used to remember everything as a protection. Now I don't need to anymore, but I think there is also paradoxically sometimes going into dissociation. But yeah, I feel the energy is very strong in the group. And it really helps me a lot. Like I didn't attend the first day, and I think that's also making me really insecure. I should watch the video, because then I feel really inadequate. I feel like I'm failing at doing whatever is required, and I can't understand. Again, a kind of dissociation and feeling totally out of place. But yeah, I think I will leave it here for now. I don't know what else to say. So thank you.
Thank you, Claire. Let's get through all the hands up. Then we can have then I'll have some concluding comments for today. Actually, is it next one? Is it Matthews? Yeah.
You're still on mute,
on mute.
Matthias.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to share anything today, but I was encouraged by Samar and Jace right after, because I'm feeling very angry today. I'm doing a 36-hour fasting. I will eat right after we end the meeting. So I relate to what Samar said, because I'm feeling very emotionally isolated now in my life, and I don't have anyone to speak about my interest in meditation and spiritual growth, and so I can talk to anyone in my family, neither friends, and I wasn't really aware up until now about how this isn't quite good for my mental health. So it's nice because I was thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't share this, that I am angry and I can't relate right now. I fear that I would sound like I was a bit of an asshole, But no, I feel now I'm feeling quite comforted because I know I'm not the only one. So I would like to thank you, Samara and Jace, and everything is being very helpful to me. And just to say, This night, I think it has something to do with the fasting. I did some dream practice, and I, I spontaneously dreamt with Jason Frank. It was quite nice. There was some dream transmission. Well, I don't know if guys have any see this, but I like to keep my mind very open-ended, you know. So it was fun. It was cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have an expression in CC, guys, which we kind of repeat throughout the bootcamp, which is come as you are.
Mm.
We really mean come as you are. Joshua.
Yeah. And that
Hello.
sense of, yep, Joshua.
Hello, beautiful family. Wow. Pardon me. It's an honor to be here, and I'm entering today very vulnerable and gonna echo and give thanks to everybody that had the courage to speak to your vulnerable experiences and your emotional experiences. My life right now is like chaotic, and so when I got on to sit today, I was like, I don't want to do it, and like my emotions are raging from the moment that I opened my eyes. And I was just frustrated and upset and all these things. And I sat down and my mind was just raging, and it was hard to find presence because I felt the emotions moving in my body and move through, with grace, and there was stillness ultimately towards like the end of the practice, and while all of the emotions were raging. And as we started to share in discussion, I was like, oh, it's so good to be held. I'm not the only one, of course. And then I'm looking at my life and I'm like, my life right now is an adventure. I came home to help my mom, and it's a little bit of like an emergency situation. It's been like a spiritual hero necessity to step into a role to help my mother that couldn't help herself, and to navigate life with my emotions and her emotions, and the group field, while rearranging and supporting her to stabilize an entire new reality. And there's a drama with my family. So it's like, your brother's screaming at you on the phone, and can you find that center? Can I let go of this sense of identity so the flames aren't impacting me in a felt sense way that is disrupting my nervous system? And so I'm seeing the importance of this training clash with my life in real time. It's like what I'm feeling is what's happening outside. It's like this is it. And I'm super grateful, because I feel the field and I feel how we're supporting each other in perfect and beautiful ways. And I just want to say thank you to each of you. I feel very held here, and it's an honor to be in stillness with each of you and to master our minds in this way, and to be the stewards of our lives, really, is what I'm seeing. It's so powerful. When the pressures and the responsibilities of life are here, how do we meet that moment? And the pressures are just getting bigger and bigger. Can we keep our stillness? Can we navigate with an open heart and integrity and grace? Or do we allow the unkind words of others in our lives to land in a way that we take it personal and that we believe them, and it becomes a burden that we can't move beyond? So, to moving beyond into the unknown. Love you all so much.
Hey, Joshua, look at this.
Yeah, bro.
I walk around in that thing and then everybody stops and you're like, nice coat, bro. It's like my friend gave it to me. It's a $300 coat, but my friend just gave it to me.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
Last but not least, we have Sergio for a share.
Hi, Thomas. Como é que você vai hoje? Tudo bem?
Boa noite. Boa noite.
Boa noite. Bom dia aqui para mim. So, Ken was quite inspired today. And when he said to make peace with the shadows and the afflictions the angry and sadness was just a beautiful insight for me, because I did many years of therapy. My family has this tradition because my father had a lot of tragedies in his life, and he did decades of psychoanalysis, and he encouraged us to do it as well, me and my sister. So it's something normal in my family. But I did 6 years of psychoanalysis and I never cried, not a single time. And after that, I started the corporal therapy. Then you have breathing techniques, and the therapist press points in your body. So then it has 7 years now. I've been crying every day since that, a lot. So crying is normal for me now, and to feel sad and cry, I feel good about it. But rage is different. It was really different, really difficult to be friend of rage. And today, since Cam said that, I just make peace with my rage. I just had a full month of rage because I did some changes in my life, and I never thought about make peace with the rage. I know how to express it because I did a lot of therapy. I know how to express the sadness, but I never thought about being friend and to be equanimous about it, you know. So that was really nice. Actually, all days, this is my 4th day, and every day is a progress. First day, I felt a lot of my body. Second day, a lot of my emotions, and now is the cherry in the cake or something like that. The equanimity is about bad feelings. So that was really great. And that's it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of people have a misconception about resting. They always think it's about feeling good or neutral. That kind of remind me of the scene in Forrest Gump where the guy without legs was screaming at God, and then the next day he felt fine.
Boss Jace, Devin is trying to sneak in at the end. What do you think? Do we have time for one more?
Yeah. Yeah, the last one, you think? I was going to ask you, Tom.
Go ahead, Devin. You've got a couple of minutes.
Yep. Yeah, what's with the grass background today?
Smoking some weed.
Yeah. You're on mute.
And on weed,
Are
I
you
think.
high? Yeah. Is he high? He's gone. I don't know what to make of that.
Besides trying
No,
to open the microphone and doing everything else.
that was his sharing.
Right.
Nice share. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a good share by everyone. And I think that oof, that was a lot. All right, Devin is back. Last call. Are you able to unmute or not? Okay. Sure. Tomorrow. I mean, if there's anything, I guess sufferings is quite universal. I don't know about you guys. Like, sorry.
First noble truth: suffer.
Yeah, yeah, the first noble truth. Yeah, exactly. And I know, and some of you guys were talking about like how it sometimes feels like it's being alone. Like, oh, am I the only one feeling this? I don't know if you guys actually sit back and look at this screen right now with all these tiny little squares. I don't get to see how is this separate. or just entangled in these pixels right now. Each of us just a fractal of this complete mandala. And so if one feels pain, or is it everyone? And I don't mean sufferings in the sense of just like purely the negative, but it would be bliss. Bliss is also sufferings. But just being connected in that sense, and how that common themes that come up, difficulty expressing, and how one expression would then give courage to another. So feeling that kind of appreciation that Khan was talking about. Deep sense of gratitude for this group as one.
I ever feel like I don't ever want
Yeah.
this to end again.
Let's just keep sharing. All the pain, pour out. Yeah. Oh well. Tom, you have anything to say? Or Frank?
Nope.
Just a bit
Yeah.
more on so Khan kind of observed the group today, a lot of like tightness in the throat. It's like symbolizing, maybe a difficulty to express ourselves, feeling restricted, constricted, tight. We often can feel this here in our bodies. It's just something to notice maybe in meditation and sits. If you have a lot of sensation in the throat, sometimes it points to an inability to express ourselves. Well, yeah, I thought this was really nice, some nice sharing. And imagine doing this for 12 weeks, right? With a group of people consistently for 12 weeks. It becomes quite powerful.
And then for some of us, it's like the 12 weeks doesn't end.
Yeah, the last time cohort, I just didn't want to end. And then I'll be happy to just do it the next cohort with just the people here. And I'll be pretty happy, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So the link of the bootcamp is up again on the chat. Yeah. Every day I'm going to talk about it. And for those who still might have issues, yeah, like so I think Khan mentioned that you need to log into Zoom. All right. Shall we say bye for now? And then we'll come back tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. And thanks for the great session again. Thank you so much for all the courage and vulnerability and pain and joy, whatever. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.